Hello, my name is John. My family name is Colston. This is our farm, Agape House Berry Farm. During the course of the year, our seasons are strawberry season starting around April, around Easter, and should finish up probably right around the end of May. And then we'll start rolling off into blackberries. And blackberries usually go from middle of June through July. And we're also dabbling now in blueberries. I have 275 blueberry plants, and I'm picking right now, average about 4 to 8 quarts a day. And by 2021, I hope to have those out for picking. In 2015, me and my wife Patty went on a tour in Tulsa to about 10 different farms over a 3-day period looking at blackberries and blueberry productions. There was one that had strawberries, and we looked at it at a point of having an opportunity for families to come together on a farm setting to pick and share and grow together. Our ultimate goal was for family time to have together. Moms, dads coming out together, spending time with their children, picking fresh vegetables and fruit. When we grow strawberries, our go-to variety is Chandler. That's almost like a no-fail. It produces about 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds per plant. So that's a really good production there. I've tried some day neutrals this year. They're doing very well. Blackberries, our favorites are the Apache and the Natchez. Our Natchez, they grow very vigorously. They put on about 5 pounds per foot row after year 4, as well as the Apache. Any farmer can tell you trial and error is ultimately the best way to learn from your mistakes. The first year we grew strawberries, I covered them during winter, and we had an ultimate crop, a very good crop in 2017. The following year, I was instructed that it was not necessary to cover strawberries in the winter, that they would you're protecting them from the frost. They don't winterize well, they don't go dormant, they don't do as well. Well, I did exactly that. I did not cover them the next year, and it was a horrible crop. Strawberries, very well on plasticulture and little rain. My suggestion is always have about 4 or 5 pickers on an acre if you can, to get them out of the field and into a cooler. If I could start over and if I could do anything differently with blackberries, for instance, I would have done a little better in the ground prep and getting it where it would be more weed free in my planting zone. I do have a weed barrier cloth down, and I did a rototill, and I went through and separated by hand all the grass out of that rototill area before I laid down my ground cover. Hindsight being what it is, I would have done a better job, maybe even wider. I would have probably came back with like some wood shavings or chips and put on top of the ground cover out even further out past the weed barrier to even push the weeds back a little bit further. Because even with the weed barrier, Bermuda likes to encroach upon that and can grow through the weed barrier. Bill Jacobs, who is with Owasso Christmas Tree and Berry Farm. He has been doing blackberries for a long time. He's a good resource. He answers almost any questions. The University of Arkansas also, the Blackberry Growers Association, that's also in Arkansas. They're a good resource. Facebook is an amazing tool. We've had 10,000 plus followers on our Facebook. We put a post out by the end of the afternoon. It's usually 4,500 hits on it already. Don't get too down on yourself. You're going to make mistakes if you're starting out and your crop fails. You look at what happened, make it a learning experience, and don't repeat the same mistake twice.